Hello and welcome to Michelle's kitchen garden. I'm just going to clean up these cordylines, check for any slugs, just take some of the dead leaves off, get these sorted. I think we need that. These cordylines, I've got a cordyline tree, and for the last 3 years it's flowered, so I saved seeds. I grew these not last year, year before, over spring, winter and spring, when there weren't much else in the greenhouse. So I'm just going to top them off, they don't need much. They've just lost a bit of soil over winter with watering. Because I will admit, sometimes I've just not had time, so I've just come in with hose pipe. So it does knock some at soil out of pots. But they're looking lovely. I'm trying not to put them into bigger pots yet. They are due for it, because you can see all that. I'm tipping all bloody soil out. Yeah, so they've got plenty of root system. Some of these look like, you can see that there, that's going to be a 3 stem, and I like that even though these were all from just a standard green cordyline, there is variegation in them. This one's got like a yellowy tone, these have got pink middle tones down the centre of each leaf, so they're lovely. I'm just putting these on the shelves at the back of me here. They've actually rooted onto the capillary matting. Right, let's have a look. Slugs. Out you come. That's it. Right, so all I'm doing is just pulling all the dead foliage back. These will make good strong plants. As I was saying, I've kept the seeds from these and sown them, and I really did oversow, thinking that not many would come up, because they're supposed to be notoriously hard to grow from seed. I didn't have that problem. Let's just say that, because I will work it out, but there's several trays of these, and 12 per tray. I did lose a couple to slugs, and they were a bit of slug damage last year, but now they're getting established. Got really thick leaves, and it's not edible for slugs, so that's just a bonus. But I do have to check each pot, as they hide underneath and they're eating the lupins, and I'm not happy about it. So pot's not too bad at all. As you can see, the variegations again, lovely. We've just got the standards, but these, especially that one, that's it's not a red star, it's more of a bronzy mottled Very strange to say they're all from the same seed, from the same tree. But it does say you can get a variegation, so from what I've read upon them. I did a lot of research before giving it a go. Like I say, my tree that I've got on the garden has flowered several times and I've never thought I'd be able to do it. So I thought, right, let's have a read up, and just, all I'm doing is just some roots are show, if there's any roots showing, just put another bit of compost, keep them nice and compact. And that's another one, another tray. 2 trays I've done. I've already previously done 5 trays, so we're up to 7 trays. Tray 8. Check for slugs. Another one. Tiny one there. Oh, slugs. Yeah, and then some of them quite strange, to be honest, to say how many colour variations there is. I'm going to have, if I were to plant all these, I'd have a cordyline forest. So I think these are ready to, these will be 2-year-old now. Yeah, 2-year-old. So I'm trying to get them established before selling them on or sharing with other people. So if you like any cordyline, sorry. I'm in South Yorkshire. I've got a lot of plants that I'll be giving away and selling on eBay Marketplace, I think, because it's just too many for my garden. That's looking lovely. Another one down. Tray 8. Right. These ones are very dry. Can't speak. Look at the roots. Lovely roots. All ready for a good watering now. Winter's done. Got the worst of it, I think. Fingers crossed. I'm not. Don't want to jinx myself because been here before. Thought, oh yes, winter's on its way, finished. We can get things come out. Quite a greenhouse, plumbing garden, and then lo and behold, it snows in April. Fantastic. So then you're running around, putting everything away, protecting things. I lost quite a few plants because I just didn't get the chance. And I thought, you know, time to make a go at trying to make sure some of these get through winter. I've purchased my new purchase, I'll show you in a minute. I bought a mini greenhouse to bring in to the greenhouse, just so if the temperatures do drop at night or we do get a little bit of a frost, the seedlings shouldn't feel it. It's always quite warm in here. I mean, it's 26ish, I think. So I do come in and put the paraffin heater on if necessary. That's been a very rare occasion this year and last year. It's been so mild. Got new growths and a lot of things, so it's time to get my butt in great gear and get these things sorted, ready for all the seedlings that I've got in the house waiting to come out. Bloody spider! Oh, go away. Don't know about you, but I'm not a fan of spiders. So I'm just gonna carry on doing this. I think after this there's 2 more trays. Just weed as well as I go. Just make sure the empty pot there gets oh, 1 casualty on there. Kept these really dry over winter. See, I think that's going to be a multi-stem. The second stem's not doing so well, but we'll let it carry on. And the dried leaves really just come off quite easily, but anything with a little bit of colour, hold the stem before pulling, because I've known to yank it out of its pot. These will all go into bigger pots and then let them grow on out in the garden once it starts warming up. Another tray. Oh, slugs. Right. Been really unusually mild for February. I think it's February 20th and I've not known it this mild for some time. I know we did have a couple of mild patches last year because it allowed me to get out and make my new patio before spring had actually started. Last year, and got a huge bed at got my garden dug and a patio built for the shady patio. good established plants there. Looking considerably healthy. I think this one is attempting to be a double. I'm not sure. There is a few doubles, so I'll keep those myself. I ain't got a double Cordyline. I have got the red star. I've got a couple of double ones on those, but not the green Cordylines. Right, we've got one empty pot. Also find that it just washes away through and all over the floor eventually. Right, not much to do on this one. Keep pulling the dead or yellowing. Just give them a nice fresh start for the now spring's on its way. As really don't need much nutrients these either, and they like quite a dry soil. So I've already got vermiculite, cocoa and compost. A bit of perlite, obviously. It's just literally top dressing. Making sure the roots are, any roots on the surface are covered, or else they just don't tend to soak up the water if you just let them to get too compact. And there you go, another one. That's the last one. Next I've got some more ornamental grasses that are sown from seed. Didn't think they'd take. Did quite well. They've overwintered alright. Look at these. Really dead foliage off. These are all ready for bigger pots. These I've grown as extra filler plants because I've got such a big garden. Buying big specimen plants is very expensive. The bottom of the garden. Actually, I was collecting pots of two trays of them. I was collecting pots, different specimen plants, and trying to grow them on in pots. Saving money from buying big specimen plants. So I was buying them as young plants and giving them a good feed, good compost, and trying to get them established for a couple of years in pots before putting them in the garden. At least I could protect them while they were young. Whereas when things start to grow, get big, couple of weeds in here. Yeah, they're harder to protect, more fleece you need. But once they've got the roots down in soil and they get established, these will be frost harder. They always look a bit messy after winter. We may as well have a look at the Fatsias while we're here. No roots coming out bottom, but it's doing really nice. These I bought from the range of Fatsia Japonica, and they were about 20 plants in the same pot, all just tiny little plants. I had a good look at it and I thought, oh, I wonder if I could split all that. And yeah, I got quite a lot of plants out of the one £5 pot. And these Fatsia Japonicas, I mean, you could pick them up for around £10 a few years ago. Now they're really expensive. You're talking around £30–40 for an established plant. So I was going to keep a few that I can take cuttings from to keep stock of them, just in case family and friends want them, or I could get rid of some of Facebook Marketplace. Just give them a nice top up. There's lots of new growth. I mean, that's how mild it's been. Absolutely. It's such. I mean, that one's looking a bit yellow, so I must probably start, you know, feeding them now. Now they're starting to grow, and then give them about 4 weeks feed, and then we'll get them in bigger pots. This one's a lovely glossy. They're really healthy. Just that one looks a bit pale, but some of them can look slightly paler than others. I have noticed that. And I know, you know, these have all been put in the same compost. They've all had the same feed. So yeah. I'll just carry on with these, topping them, making sure there's no disease. So we've got 4 there. I don't even know how many I've got. See new growth on that one as well. I thought this were a Fatsia, but I'm just not sure. It's totally different. It were out of the same pot as all these, but yet the leaves are fairly different. I'm going to actually give it a bit extra because it's got new growth, and it's really dark green and glossy, so I want to just see. If you know what that is, give me a comment. Is it a Fatsia? The leaves look too rounded. But unless that's because it were such a tiny baby. If that were the baby leaves. But usually they set out your rounder leaves for a baby plant, and then usually your second set are the true leaves. And that don't look like a true leaf to me, so I'm just not sure. We'll see what it does. We'll give it a chance. This one's same, it's got loads of new growth. I'm just gonna pull it out. It doesn't need a bigger pot. I'm just gonna pot and fill on top though. See these little stakes I put in last year because they were so small. They were just kept flopping over, and I wanted the stems to grow quite straight, so put that back in. Make sure it's so how many have we done already? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, mystery 8. This one sunk quite a lot, so I'll take it out and bottom fill first. Look, plenty of roots. Just get some going with a bit of nutrients ready for the spring before we get them in bigger pots and trying to get them bulked up ready for winter, because I don't want these back in greenhouse this year. They've been overwintered for the first year, and if I have to, I'll bring, if they're still small, I will bring them in. But this size, this kind of size, would be happy to be planted. As long as you're planting it early in spring and it can get its roots down, I don't see that that'd have a problem overwintering. And if it is the yellowing, if it is because of nutrients, then we should have just fixed that. We've got a bit of bloodfish and bone in with this compost perlite and cocoa. And next, that one's quite wet. I'm noticing slugs on my capillary mats as I'm taking all these off. So, I'll have rid of them. What seedlings getting? They love to munch the seedlings. And the last one of those. Oh, look at that, hiding, and it's just an empty shell. Must have died over at winter. Right, cut worms in here. Looking like compost. Right. I'll stand all these in water, let them have a good water. So how many have we got? 9, 10. We've got 10 of these, and that effort. That's not bad. £5. I've got the original plant already out garden, and then 10 more and a mystery. Fantastic. Right, I think I'm done for now, and I'll bring you back for the next lot very soon.